Hatsune Miku Project Diva is a rhythm game series created by SEGA and Krypton Future Media, in which the virtual idol, Hatsune Miku, stars. The game was first released on July 2 of 2009. Later on, various sequels have been released as well as an arcade version and a PlayStation port with better graphics. Project Diva lets players choose from an extensive list of characters, including Miku, in different costumes, of which some of the most notable are cameo costumes of the game's Valkyria Chronicles and Space Channel 5. Also, the most notable characteristic of this game, Edit Mode, allows players to create their own personalized music videos. Nevertheless, like all companies, there's always dark secrets. Here, I'll present 7 secrets and curious things found in Project Diva. Let's begin. Number 7. Rin and Len have no importance in Project Diva. Like many of us know, this year will celebrate Miku's 10th anniversary. But this year will also celebrate Rin and Len's anniversary. While I know it will be in December, it makes me upset that they will not get as much attention. A great initiative for SEGA would have been to make a grand event to celebrate the 3 Vocaloid together. But for now, I've only seen focus on Miku. An album will be on sale in August to celebrate Miku's anniversary, and although the other Vocaloids have songs on it, only Miku appears on the cover. I doubt that Rin and Len will get the same treatment. Number 6. Miku's panties are prohibited. Project Diva's edit mode always was one of the biggest attractions to the game's players. The liberty given to create note charts and videos for your favorite songs was amazing. For some unknown reason, Project Diva X does not have this option and has implemented a new mechanic called Concert Editor, which is a fiasco in which I don't see use for. The only thing I've liked about it is that you can see the choreography without the annoyance of changing camera angles. Unfortunately, I did not get to use the edit mode in Dreamy Theater, but from these clips I've found on YouTube, I discovered that there was a lot more liberty regarding the camera angles. Project Diva F had pretty limited camera angles. So, I conclude that Project Diva no longer wanted these videos of perverted natures to be made and therefore decided to cut this option. Number 5. Kaito and Mako cannot shine in their own light under SEGA. At the release of Project Diva X, the selected songs were somewhat controversial. Kaito and Mako were the most affected as neither received their own solo. Eurotender Underhanded Rangers and Amazing Dolls are respectively Kaito and Mako songs, but I don't consider them as their best songs, along with the fact that they're trios. To me, the fact that group songs were chosen for these 2 Vocaloids makes it seem that SEGA doesn't consider them to be popular, and instead of putting songs players would skip, they had Miku singing with Kaito, so at least Miku's fans would play it, meanwhile having Meiko in 2 to create the illusion that she has more songs. I think it's a shame that SEGA did this. In Amazing Dolls' case, my theory is that while there isn't many songs featuring Meiko with other Kryptonoids, Project Diva ordered that a new one was to be created and would include Rin and Len, so it would seem that Rin and Len had more songs too. That said, SEGA did group songs for Kaito and Mako because they didn't want to waste the opportunity to include other Vocaloids that didn't get many songs and create the illusion that they did have more than one song. It was also done so the people who don't like Meiko or Kaito would play those songs anyway, as Miku, Rin and Len appear in them. Number 4. One Piece modules. Project Diva Future Tone for the PlayStation 4 brought a magnificent option that permits players to change hairstyles on modules. Unfortunately, this isn't the case with all modules. Now, the problem is that since SEGA had time issues, which is my theory, they decided that the modules that consist of one piece are not included in this option. The dark secret is that if this is the case, I don't understand why the module of Snow Miku 2012 does let you have the option of changing its hairstyle and using it on other modules. I consider that SEGA perhaps really liked that style as it's very traditionally Japanese, so they worked on this particular module to give it this option of swapping hair pieces. Since SEGA always looks for ways to save time and money, as it is a big company after all, they didn't want to deal with the annoyance of doing this with other modules, and every time that you try to change the heads of these modules you get a message that the action is not possible. Really shady on your part, SEGA. Number 3. Meiko's module from On the Rocks was unappreciated. The modules from Project Mirror DX don't have proper names and usually get a name when the module is ported to arcade. When the song On the Rocks was announced, Kaito was the only one to receive the original module of the song and it was named On the Rocks. Unfortunately, Meiko was left without her beautiful sequined gown. Truthfully, I don't know what to think of SEGA. Perhaps, SEGA is just lazy or they simply just dislike Meiko. Number 2. Rin's hair is recycled. After discovering this dark secret from SEGA, I am without a doubt that SEGA is a very lazy company, and to prove it, I will show you this. Obviously, I know that all of the modules are basically the same body of the Vocaloid but with different outfits and hairstyles. Nevertheless, in the case of Rin Future Style, it's noticeable that they used the Apprentice Magician module and not just the body but the hair as well with what we'll call added extensions. The way that I noticed this was that I accidentally paused the video of Sweet Devil one day and there you'll see it clearly. It's such a deception that SEGA does these things. Number 1. Project Diva's perverted workers. Everything that I've mentioned are nothing when compared with what is to come. I'm 100% sure that SEGA creates modules for their proper satisfaction. What if I told you that a completely nude module of Miku exists? Surely, it's probably used as a base to create new modules, but what if they use it in PVs only for perverted reasons? If you have seen videos made in Miku dance, you would understand what I'm talking about. Well, this theory came to mind when the Honey Whip module was ported to arcade and its skirt was raised and you could see the pantsuit, or underwear, very clearly. I know that you guys might think that it was a programming error, but I personally think that SEGA had the intention to make the module that way, as we all know what kind of girl Miku portrays in Sweet Devil. But after seeing it published, they regretted the move and changed it. Another of my theories is that when they sent the module's coding to the arcade machines, they accidentally sent the wrong files. Maybe this module was only made for the use of the people that work for SEGA, but like I said, they sent the module with that particular characteristic that exhibits Miku's underwear by error. We'll never know what really is the true intentions of the people who work on Project Diva, but like I said at the start, it's more than likely that hold dark secrets that only employees and bosses know. If you liked the video, please hit the like button above and share this with your friends. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this one. That would help me a lot to keep on making them. Let's stay in touch. Like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter to be up to date on my work. Below in the description you can find direct links. This has been Kevito and I wish you good night.